What is up, winning team? I just want to pop in here to quickly talk about how blessed I've been to be going to Italy, because like honestly, being outside, like I've just been indoors most of the day, like working and stuff, and like the fact that I'm just outside and it's like the sun's gonna set in like an hour and a half or two, and it's cold and I'm in nature. I was just watching these squirrels jumping across the trees like it's freaking Mission Impossible. It's beautifully, stunningly gorgeous while the leaves are falling off the trees and everything's all beautiful colors. And I'm just like, you know what? Being outside is such a blessing. Like being outside is just where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So like being in Italy, one of the things I think I loved so much about it is I literally be at production on set for the production thing at the venue all day, just in Italy. You could just see all the beautiful old Italian buildings, and you're just outside. You know what I mean? The only thing you do is go indoors to maybe get some cold water to eat, or maybe to charge my phone. Don't know why we can't see me. And yeah, it's just nice. Like coming out now, I just feel in such high spirits, just being amongst nature. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not actually like out in the woods, like in proper nature. I'm like, I'm going home now. But even still, because this town is carved out of a forest, there's just trees everywhere. And it's just reminding me like how good it was, like how blessed I was to be in Italy. And it's so funny because when I first heard that we'd be performing outside, I was like, really? We're going to be outside? And I thought that was kind of strange, because funny story, when I was still living in London, that was going to be my next huge event I was going to do. So I was going to throw a concert in one of the parks in London. I know that's such an ambitious thing. I'm still going to do my concert in the park, like where I'm going to pull together like people that I think are like underrated artists, and just have like a huge thing like outdoors. Because I thought to myself, this is back when I was in London. So it's so funny how the Lord does things and you don't even realize that he's like doing the things. He's giving you opportunities to experience things that you actually wanted to do. So like I wanted to have an event and be an outdoor concert in one of the parks. So the idea, my thinking was, if it's outdoors, then people are going to be coming by and hearing this new music, and it'll be great exposure like for all these artists. Bearing in mind at the time, I was obviously, the thought of me making music or performing at anything was not even close to what I was thinking. I was just thinking, I'm going to creative direct this whole thing. This is going to be my project. I'm going to organize it all and whatever. Had no thoughts of me being on the stage itself for a lot of things. So a lot of things that are happening now are new. And even now, I'm like, honestly, do I need to be on stage? I'm actually kind of just enjoying songwriting and like not sharing it with anybody. Anyway, even dancing, I'm kind of just enjoying that I just do these things without anybody else there. But yeah, I was going to have a concert. I looked into the insurance as well, like how much insurance I'd have to pay, who I'd have to get to allow it, like in the council and everything. So it's just crazy that I then end up performing at all these venues that are outdoors, right? And it's just like the most incredible experience, because it's kind of like why I enjoy being outside versus inside. I hate feeling restricted. Like I hate feeling like I'm restricted. That's the only way I can describe it. That's why I hate clothing. That's why I don't wear a lot of clothes. And like people be like, oh, are you not cold? Like I just got asked just now, am I not cold? Because I'm wearing shorts and whatever, and it's like getting cold. And I'm like, no, I'm not cold. In fact, I'm annoyed that I have to wear so much clothing just because that's what we do now, because we sinned. And because of all the decisions that we made as humans and Adam and Eve and all this. I'd rather not. I hate wearing clothes, That's why I decided last year, I was like, I'm not wearing anything past my kneecap anymore. And it's honestly made me feel so much freer in life. Like, just like, I want to feel like I can, be in the space and like not restricted. So that's why I like being outside as well, because it's like you never know where things end, really. It's like when you're looking out the ocean, you never know when it's going to end. So it's kind of like that with the singing outdoors. When you're like singing indoors, hence the reason why I always practice my singing outside, almost never inside, at least if I'm going to like properly sing. If I'm just like singing along to songs and just whatever, like sometimes I do on YouTube these days, then it's not the same thing. Obviously, I'm just singing along. But like if I'm actually going to like practice actually singing, I can't do it indoors because like it's too restricted. I got to be out in nature where I can just, feel like I can, not have to like hold back or like, I think that's what it is about building. So like being out with Zucchero and him just singing like into the atmosphere, into the air on the streets of Rome, and you can like leave the venue and you can still hear him like so clearly, like everybody around pretty much gets a free concert. You can pretty much see him for free because you could just show up and around the venue and you're going to be able to at least hear everything really well, still maybe see a lot of stuff. It's just like, what a blessing, like to have been a part of that, because now I just know what it's like, that like, it's just so cool. You know what I mean? It's just so cool. Anyway, I just wanted to say that quickly. I don't know why it does this. When it's late, it does this thing. It's all this is what I'm saying. Technology is so annoying because my phone, what it's doing, it's auto changing the brightness, even though I didn't ask it to. And that's why I keep going dark. And then I just tap the screen and it goes fine again. It's like, what's the point of auto changing the brightness if you're making it worse? Anyway, so I was just thinking about that. Like, how freaking cool. How freaking cool that I got to experience that so many times, in a row. And I know I'm talking about it like I'm never going to go back, but I honestly don't think I will. Every time I've been back, I'm like, I don't think I'm coming back again. But this time I feel like I really feel like I'm not, but maybe I will. Who knows? I'll be honest, I'm not jumping at the opportunity necessarily. Because, things that happen in life, sometimes things, they run their course. And I feel like this whole Italy story arc has kind of run its course and its season has kind of come to an end. I just kind of feel that way. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Who knows what the Lord is doing? But yeah, how cool. How cool to just be like out in nature. Like look where I am. Look. It's just trees. The leaves are finally falling down. Praise Jesus. I can't wait for all the trees to lose all their leaves. You can't see me again. Technology is annoying. Yeah, I can't wait for the trees to lose all their leaves and us to tap into winter. I know it's kind of we're still in autumn. But yeah, it's just nice. The air is fresh. My lungs feel filled with oxygen. You know what I mean? I feel like I can just breathe. I can move. I can do whatever I need to do without restriction. Because one of the things that I actually hate about us in society, it's one of those things that bothers me when people are talking about like, oh, my neighbours, my noisy neighbours. Like, I think also because one of the flats I lived in London, the one I stayed in, actually two of the ones I stayed in for the longest, I was around. One of them I lived upstairs, a TV studio. So they were always doing stuff till like the middle of the night. So like I could blast music in my flat at 2 a.m. because everybody was up. Like it was such a weird place to be. And I miss that so much. Now it's like breathe too loud, God forbid anything. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, I hate it here. You can't have any fun ever. Because like, the neighbours, the person living above you, the person living below you. And it's like, oh, I miss those days. And then my flat before, same thing. Those neighbors were just so like all me and all the neighbors. I don't know how, we just found the right group of us and we were all just the same. There was like my neighbors downstairs were this older British couple who were who were definitely party kinds of people. Then there was like a Jamaican family. They always were having barbecues every day and music, and it was such a vibe. Like now, you know what I mean? Like, these are the things I'm thinking about. Now I'm in this old town where it's all old people and young parents and everything. So, I know the Lord sent me here to be because I'm under his supervision, as I behave myself, but I miss the freedom. You know what I mean? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I feel free outside. I feel free. Oh, the little squirrel, like I can do stuff and like I can enjoy, and it's just, you can be amongst nature. And also nature's not offended by us. Like we're so offended by nature, but nature's really not offended by us. Nature just goes on with it. Like that's what I've realized. Like when I'm just sitting there, like say out in the woods or whatever, the animals, like this, whatever animal I'm seeing, they're just getting on with their life. They'll come past you, they'll run by you, they'll do whatever they're doing around you, and they'll get on with their day. They're not bothered. They don't care what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you could be sitting in silence, you could be talking, I could be singing. They just get on with it, you know? And it's just nice. We can all coexist. I feel like it's easier to coexist with creation than it is humans. I feel like with humans, it's like we're always pandering to the most sensitive person in the atmosphere, like to all their little quirks and needs and, you know, whatever's and all this stuff, all the, you know, the neighbors that are always watching everything. And that's another thing about London that's different to here. In London, people are not watching anything you're doing. Like they could see you drag a dead body into your house, and if the police ask them, they'll be like, I didn't see anything. Here in this town, oh my gosh, the whole street will come out. Yes, at 5:45 p.m. I saw her walking past. So again, it's just this invasiveness where I'm just like, this is why I like to just disappear into the nature, just be outside, you know what I mean? Or even like again in London, I can go out at 2 a.m. without thinking anything, because it's like everything is happening. The restaurants are open, the off licenses are open, the venues are open, the places you can go and hang out are open. People are around, people are going to work, people are coming home from work, people are hanging out with friends. All sorts of things are happening. So like it doesn't matter the time of day, you can just kind of get on with it, like just go. And you just feel free, you know, just hop on the bus and go all the way from North London down to South London. Hop on the tube, get to South London in 30 minutes, mate. Having a whale of a time, you know what I mean? Go and do some random thing. So yeah, all just to say, I really enjoy being out in nature. The only thing is with London is you don't have the nature like you have here. Hence why I'm really taking it in and I'm really milking it for all that it is at every point I can. Because I remember when I didn't have the opportunity to just have a forest in like 5 minutes walking distance in every direction pretty much from where I'm living. So, you know what I mean? With all the streams and the animals and the whatever's going on and all of that. But it's just so nice. And that's what I feel like was like in Italy. You know, I'd be spending so much time out and about at the set, just out in the fresh air. You know what I mean? Yes, we're at a production and whatever, but it's like these beautiful old Italian ruins of old buildings, the nice Italian air, and you're just outside the whole day. I feel like that's why I was in such good mood all the time, because I was just outside the whole day. I don't know. I never really considered myself to be an outdoorsy girl until the last couple of years. When it's really hit me like, oh, I really like to be outside and I like to be moving my body. Like this whole still thing is not for me. It's not for me. I don't like to sit still. I don't like to whatever. I like to be moving my body as much as humanly possible until I burn it out, which is really quite hard to do. And I want to be out in nature where I feel like my lungs are getting fed all the goodness of God in creation. So yeah, anyways, guys, if life's a game, let's play to win. God bless you all. God loves you. I love you. And I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.